Yeah, I hear you on the track.
Shout out, this a baby.
What's good, y'all? Let me get this music turned down a bit. What's good, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Welcome in. Today we're going to talk about how to start your cleaning business, all right, from scratch. I'm going to try to tell you the most efficient way, the most affordable way, the best way, all of that, right? We ain't talking about scaling yet. We ain't talking about, nothing too heavy. We're going to do that type of stuff tomorrow. We're going to talk about automating your cleaning business and all of that. I do that on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we just talk about simply how to start your cleaning business. All right. So without further ado, let's get some shout outs first and we're going to jump into it. All right. So first off, welcome in Miss Karen, checking in. I forgot where you're checking in from, but KSC, right? KS Clean up there somewhere up north. I always forget. I think it's Delaware, ain't it? I think. But anyway, shout out to you. All right. Miss Stephanie Newly Natural Hair says, hey, welcome in. All right. Stacy Brown says, hello, everyone. Hello to you, Miss Stacy. I appreciate you checking in. Heartful Connection says, good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate you checking in, Heartful Connections. And then I did see somebody over in Instagram as well. And I see a couple more just popped up on YouTube. So I'm coming right back. Where is Instagram? Here we go. Shout out to Amir Brachet, says Portsmouth. I appreciate you checking in. And everybody from the hometown that be checking in. Appreciate y'all. I am April 8, AP says Louisville, Kentucky. Appreciate you checking in. All right. And then back to YouTube. Who else we got? We got Stephanie is checking in from PG, Maryland, PG County. Appreciate that. All right. Billy McPherson says, what's up, CBN fam? I know it's off topic, but AJ, bro, I'm trying to get everything lined up. So pardon the question if already answered, but will there be a room block code for the conference? I don't know. I forgot. I still need to ask that. So let me write that down. Give me 1 second to write it on my whiteboard because I can't find my pen. All right. And so, excuse me, in the past, we've always done those, but in the past, excuse me, I'm sorry. But that's why the tickets are so cheap this year too, is because I'm not like footing the bill. Because usually, so when you do big events like this, you're supposed to tell them like a minimum amount of rooms that you're going to book as well. And then they keep you on the hook to book those amount of rooms. So if I don't book them, then they'll bill me. And so last year that happened to me out in Vegas, and those rooms were not cheap. So I said, we're not going to do that this year. You know what I mean? So I'll just make the tickets cheap. And then you can go ahead and pay for your room. You know what I mean? Whatever their price is. But I'm going to double check on it, though, because I think sometimes they'll still give us at least a link with some type of discount. At least you'll just get a Marriott member discount, even if it's not like a room block discount. But I'll check on that for you. All right. And it's Pittsburgh. Okay. I forget it every time. My bad. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start remembering Steelers. I'll try to look at you and think Steelers when I do it. But anyway, appreciate you checking in. All right, and then Artful Connections is checking in from Atlanta. Bobby Ellis says, what thank you, meant to say what up. What up, AJ, checking in from Dallas. Appreciate that, Bobby. Dan Bush says, I just want to say shout out to Tommy Gaines Saturday for all the great questions he asked. Shout out to Tommy Gaines. That's actually an old interview, video too. I re-uploaded it because I figured a lot of people didn't see it. Apparently they didn't. I got a lot of comments, a lot of great feedback from that video. So shout out to Tommy Gaines, CBN member. All right. What else we got? We got people over here in Instagram. I am Pro Cleaning. Says hello from Little Rock, Arkansas. Appreciate you checking in. All right. I'm going to get into this thing real quick. And I am going to, since there's so many steps for how to start a cleaning business, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to help guide me through this process. And shout out to my longtime CBN member, Miss McKee, checking in from Pittsburgh as well. All right, and so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I could do it off the top of my head, but I think it'll be way more organized and way less hectic if I do it this way. All right, so hopefully y'all can see my screen pretty well. And then basically what I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk you through the steps one by one. So first thing is this. I'm in Clean Biz University right now. All right, and you can see the steps. And I'm basically just going to go give you the overview of the Cleaning Business Starter course, because if you just follow that course, it's going to show you all the steps to how to get started, right? So first thing first is get legal. I'm not going to show you the course. You need to be in Clean Biz Network to see the course, all right? How do you get in Clean Biz Network? You go to cleanbiznetwork.app. All right, matter of fact, here's the site right here. So go to www.cleanbiznetwork.app and join. Now, what I highly recommend that you do is when you come here, instead of just joining, which you can join by clicking this button right here, and that's how you become a member. So you can get the first 30 days for free, and then it's $99 a month if you use the code CHALLENGE at checkout. Use discount code CHALLENGE, all capital letters at checkout. Click that button, join, and so that's one way to join. Or you can join the ultimate way and get everything under control by ordering a starter kit. So the starter kit will give you a free year to Clean Biz Network, so no $99 a month. And then we also going to ship you all of the equipment that you see on the screen right here. So all of the supplies and stuff, ship it straight to you. And then we also going to come, like I said, a year free membership, and the membership comes with the Clean Biz Starter course, what I'm pretty much previewing you right here. It's going to come with the private networking group, Facebook group that we got for the Clean Biz Network. It's been around for years now. So literally everything you can think of is in that group. Just search the group, you can find your answer. And everybody always interactive with each other inside the group as well. All right, the CRM access. You'll get free year to that free access to this for a year, the whole CRM software, bidding calculators, proposal generators, service templates. Leads, we do not sell leads anymore, but I'm not even an affiliate. I just help promote our stuff. But Bell does have a lead generation service, so you still can click the button inside of the platform and click buy leads, and you can buy leads from a third party, but it's not Clean Biz Network. All right. I only offer leads to 1010 clients now. So 1010 clients can still get leads. We'll do leads at a very wholesale price. But anyway, if you're interested in that, I'll talk about 1010 program. It's right here too. If you go to Clean Biz Network, that app is all up there. But I talk about that on Wednesdays. All right. But anyway, so this is everything you would get if you order a starter kit. So if you want to go to order a starter kit to the Clean Biz Network app, scroll down, click that, and you're good to go. It's going to have everything you need, and you cover for a year. You can be able to build your website, all of that within the Clean Biz Network platform. Only thing you might need to get outside of the starter kit, in addition, is your logo shirts, which you can order from Vistaprint.com, brochures and flyers and business cards, which you can get from either Vistaprint or Canva.com. And that's it. Just paying for your getting legal stuff, which LLCs usually don't cost that much. I think the most expensive place to get them in is in Texas. I think it's like $500 there, but everywhere else is usually $100, $150, no more than that in every other state. All right. So first thing first is get legal. And so when we say get legal, that means get your LLC, get your EIN number, your tax identification number, aka EIN number, aka FEIN number. All of that stuff is the same number, but it's free. So all you got to do is go to irs.gov. Matter of fact, I'll show you where to do it right now. So go to irs.gov. All right, and then what you want to do is you want to go right here, right at the top, apply for EIN number, and it'll walk you through. And I got a whole tutorial because on some of those questions, when you brand new to business, you don't really know how to answer it. So I got a whole tutorial on that inside of the course as well. All right, so go through the getting legal part. Next thing you want to do is set up your bookkeeping/accounting software. This software can be QuickBooks, it could be waveapps.com, it could be whatever you want to choose to use. You can hire a bookkeeper from scratch from the very beginning, a CPA from the very beginning to do all your books for you. Personally, I recommend that you do it first just so you can familiarize yourself with accounting terms and software and know how to use this stuff. So as you grow, you'll know what you're doing. And then I show you how to do it within the course. All right. And we use waveapps.com because it's free to use, although QuickBooks is the more popular app. So as you grow, maybe you can switch to QuickBooks when you can afford that subscription. But in the beginning, I'm just trying to keep your expenses as low as possible. So that's why I show you how to do this using waveapps.com. So I show you how to do that. And then the reason also why you want to set this up so soon is because every single thing that you spend and every single thing that you purchase in your business, regardless of what type of business it is, needs to be tracked. All right, for tax purposes and all of that. So from day one, even when you pay for your LLC, even when you pay for this your starter kit, your coaching program, all of this stuff is tax deductible, and you need to be tracking it inside an accounting software. So I'll show you how to do that. All right. This shows you how to pay yourself on your LLC because you get your business together and you're like, damn, now what's the legal way to pay myself? I don't know how to separate. I'll show you how to do that. All right. and there's 2 videos on that. Then we also show you where to get more cleaning equipment from, because you order your starter kit from us, right? But since we're doing all the shipping it to you and all of that, we're a business, we got to make a profit. So therefore, it's marked up a little bit, right? So in the course, I show you, okay, well, bam. Now that you got it, here's where you can go to get more of it if you need so. All right, so that is in the program. All right, then I show you how to create marketing materials, which is I'm using canva.com like I told you earlier. So show you how to do that. Then I show you where to go to get your business insurance, which we could talked about a little bit on one of the other lives. All right. So that all of that is part of the process of getting started and getting your business set up. All right. Then the next section gonna show you how to set up your own website. So some of y'all are like, well, I'm not that technical. You really do not have to be. You don't have to be. I promise you that. I got website templates already pre-built for you in the Clean Business Network software. All you got to do is take my logo that's there, put your logo in there. Take the name of my company that's in there, change it to your company. And then any other things you want to add, if you want to add some pictures in there, you can add pictures. If you want to change your wording around, you can change your wording around. If you want to add that, you can drag and drop different things. I mean, the website builder is extremely easy. Now, this part does get a little complicated, but just building your website and designing it, nothing to it. All right. Now, how to add your domain name and all of that. Domain name is basically your www.yourcompanyname.com. So the .com name, that's what your domain name is. I show you how to get that from GoDaddy.com, connect it to your website here in Clean Biz Network, and then you're good to go. Then I also show you how to get a business email address, because guess what? Can you close a deal on a contract for commercial cleaning with a Gmail address? You could, but is it chances higher if you have your own custom email address like aj@cleanbiznetwork.com? Chances are definitely higher. So I show you how to set up a business email address as well. Then I show you how to get at the top of Google by getting a Google My Business profile. All right, so Google Business profile. All right, so I'll show you how to do that. And then if you decide you don't want to do none of this shit and it's beyond you, then I refer you to somebody that can build your website for you. And I'm not an affiliate for that person either. So I probably need to find some other people, or go to these people and ask them to make me an affiliate for them, because I'm just referring to people because that's what I do. But anyway, then after that, here's what you're going to do. So far you got your legal, you got set up, you got all of that type of stuff, right? You got marketing materials, you got your website built. Next thing you want to do is you need to know how to get customers. All right. So get out here, go get some customers. So I'll show you how to do that inside the program. All right. You can go door to door. You can cold call. You can buy some leads. And then I show you other resources as well for what you can do. And I also tell some personal stories about the good old days when I first started and how I got my first customers. All right. So that is next. Then you're going to go to module 2, because after you finding customers and you're looking for leads and you're doing these walkthroughs, guess what? Now you got to know how to actually perform a walkthrough before you do it. So I'll show you how to do that. You're going to need to know how to price the job. I say bid, but same thing. So you're going to need to know how to price the job. So I'll show you how to price a job, period. Just the logic of how to come up with the number. Then I also show you how to use our bidding calculators, because we got bidding calculators in the Clean Business Network program, right? But to the naked eye, somebody that's never done business before, you might not know how to use it just going into it. So I got to show you exactly how to use it. All right. Then we show you how to put together your cleaning proposal. So we got 2 ways for you to put together a proposal. One is through a more advanced builder that we got, where you can kind of really customize the proposals. And then we also got ones for like just how to do a quick one with our quick templates. All right. The next thing that you need to do if you're trying to start a cleaning company is all right, bam. So I'll show you what to do after you actually close the deal. So let's just say you done priced the job, you done submitted a proposal, and now now they like, yeah, we signed the deal. Let's move forward. And you're like, oh shit, now what do I do? I show you what to do. So you got the new account start walkthrough date. Then I show you how to set up your billing and all of that, how to get paid. And then next we're gonna show you how to clean. Because guess what? You might have to clean. I know that a lot of these new people coming out here, all these new gurus in this space trying to come through and tell you, well, you can clean remotely and you ain't got to touch nothing. I'm just here to tell you, good luck doing that in commercial cleaning. All right, especially if you never owned a company before. You're going to want to know how to clean, and that's why I sell cleaning business starter kits. All right, so that way you can have all of the stuff that you need to get it done and get it done the right way with professional commercial grade products. All right, so there's that. Because if you go walking in there with some dollar store products and commercial, I'm telling you now, you will be judged and you could be fired very soon. All right, so be clear about that. So I'll show you how to clean. And then we also got that part right there for restrooms as well as offices. And then bam, After you done clean a little, be like, all right, AJ, I had enough of this cleaning shit. I remember you was talking about systems and all of that. I ain't trying to be stuck in the field. So guess what? I show you how to hire. I show you how to hire, whether it's for subcontractors or whether it's for employees. I show you that whole process right here. All right. Then the next step is bonuses and extras. So you definitely want to watch this video if you don't do nothing else. Watch this video because the system is going to show you exactly how to set up your system. And it does it in a way that's so beautiful because guess what? I show you exactly how I set up my system that allowed me to run my company in Virginia while simultaneously living in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm 4 states away, right? And the company just running without me. I'm not there. If somebody call out, I got plan B and plan C in place. AJ can't come. I can't pull up if somebody don't show up. I'm too far, right? So I show you exactly how I did that at a limited budget at that because we were not that big of a company when I did that. All right. So make sure you watch that video at the end. And then also we got some SDS sheets for the equipment that we, for the chemicals that we sent you in the starter kit. Here's a residential checklist for my people that's in residential that might feel like, what about me? We got a little something for you. All right. And then we also got the CBN certification exam. So after you've taken this whole course, you're going to want to take the exam and you can be certified. All right. Clean Business Network certified. So there's that. And you got to make it at least at 80% or better to be certified. All right. So there is that. Now what I'm going to do is I done told you everything you need. So first you can order starter kit. By the way, so this link right here, I'm going to paste this link in the chat on YouTube, Instagram. Sorry, because y'all don't got clickable links over there, I don't believe. But where is it? But I'm gonna paste this link in the chat. This link right here, so you can go to cleanbusinessnetwork.app, like I said, to get your starter kit if you want to order a starter kit. But this is the direct link to my starter kit on Shopify because I sell it through Shopify, but I just got it embedded on my regular website page. So if you want to go to Shopify directly, look at that link, and then you can kind of come all the way down and read the verified reviews of all the people. Bunches of people that didn't order this thing in the past, and you can read all the reviews there. All right. Also, if you go to cleanthebizzstarterkit.com, because I got a million domains, everybody know that, right? So if you go to cleanthebizzstarterkit.com, then if you come over here, you'll see the whole playlist of different people with testimonials that got it before. All right, and the different videos you can watch. It's all of the interviews with the people who got starter kits before you, or joined Clean Business Network before you that made pretty good money. All right. And they came up here to share with us. And that's just a few. We got a whole playlist of those people as well on my channel. Just go to AJ Simmons channel, click on it, scroll down, look on the playlist, and you'll see all of these people. So that's the overview on how to start a cleaning business. Very, very simple. All right. Here at this point, I'm here for questions. All right. Whatever questions you got, I'm going to answer it. I know it's always somebody like, well, Dan, what else? Well, how you do this? Well, how you do that? So here I am. But I literally just gave you the whole thing step by step by step. So option number 1 is either A, join Clean Biz Network, or B, order Clean Biz Starter Kit and join Clean Biz Network that way. If you get the starter kit, your membership is free for a year. If you just join, it's going to be $99 a month. But I do provide you that coupon code so you can join for the first 30 days for free. That way you can kind of test it out and make sure this is right for you. But I really don't know where else you can possibly go. And get this type of information, get this type of support, get this type of coaching, you know what I mean? And have a real legit, real live business. You know what I mean? So at this point, if you're not taking advantage of this program or this opportunity, I'm not sure what else can be done for you. There's no excuses. Either you want to do it or you don't. You know what I mean? It's a whole new year, 2025. Everybody said new me, new year and all that stuff. Sometimes people try to be cool about it, say, well, I ain't doing that this year. I'm not going to say new me. When in reality, you know, you got some goals. You know, you got something that you want to change this year. And you know, you probably was thinking about starting a business for years now. Make this the time. Stop bullshit. I'm making it as easy as possible for you. So questions, I'll wait a little bit if anybody got something. If not, then we can wrap this thing up early today because the Keys is home today. And I'm about to play the game with my son. I ain't played 2K all year until they came over here and chill with me today. Let them come to the work spot and chill with me today. And so I can't wait to have some fun on that. But anyway, I see what we got. So Heartful Connection says, what is your advice for those of us who are still working full time and trying to get into business, meaning having a contract but still working Monday through Friday? I love that question. I get it quite often, but I still love it because it's a great question. I recommend one. First, let me ask you, dang, same thing. Okay, good. Right, two people, the same question. So one, what type of job do you have? If you have a job that's real flexible with the schedule, here's all you need. One, understand this, the bulk of the work is going to come after hours anyway. So this is a great business to start if you got a full-time job, because all of the cleaning and stuff, all of the managing your people, that's all after hours, because you clean when the businesses are closed. So they're going to give you the building key. They're going to give you the security code, and it's up to you to go in there after the business is closed and clean it, and then you out of there. You just leave and then lock it back up, put the code back on, and then they come in tomorrow morning with a clean building. So it's a perfect business to start with a full-time job. But the problem is when you do the walkthroughs, when you're trying to sell and get these contracts that you want to clean, that's done in the daytime because that's business hours, right? And so at this point, you got to figure out, okay, well, one, how am I going to get leads? And when I say leads, like how am I going to get bid appointments? That's another word I use for them. And so the bid appointments is basically the meetings with these businesses to walk through the building with them, let them show you around, let them tell you what they want cleaned, etc. And then you can provide them a quote for cleaning services and how much you're going to charge them per month and all of that. So one, how are you going to get those? Are you going to cold call? If you're going to go cold call, do you have the time to do the cold calling? If you don't, then you can hire a VA to do it, or you can buy leads, or you can do email marketing. That's another way to acquire leads as well, acquire customers as well. Excuse me. What else? There's a couple different ways, right? You send out mailers, all type of stuff, but you got to figure out how you're going to acquire. Once you figure out how you're going to acquire and figure out is your work schedule conducive for that marketing style. And so if you know that you all right, bam, I can't cold call, but I'll just either buy leads or hire a caller for me, then cool. Make sure you got a budget set aside for that, right? I would say probably buy leads. That would be the quickest thing. And it's also the most price efficient in the beginning, because paying cold calls that could be left or right? You could, depending on how you structure it, that could be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Now, is that possible? Absolutely. But I don't get into that in the starter course. Now, if you want to go that route, you'd be better off getting the automation program, because that program, I do show you how to hire your own caller, how to pay them, how to structure it and all of that. And it's a lot more hands off. But just getting started out, I say go ahead and buy you some leads. And then once you get the appointments, just try to tell whoever's setting your leads to only set those leads for your lunchtime. And then if you got enough time on your lunchtime to go through the walkthroughs, you hopefully, depending on the type of job you got, I'm assuming you might got like a dressy job. If you don't got a dressy job, then bring you some changing clothes in the car or something, hurry up and change, do something to make it smell a little bit good, you know what I mean? And then go to the walkthrough. And then once you finish the walkthrough, you can go back to work. And then when you get off of work, go home, put the proposal together and try to close that deal, right? But if you can't do any of that, here's the alternative. Either A, get you a partner that can do those walkthroughs, or B, get you a salesperson. And again, so if you get a salesperson, you don't have the budget to pay them, then you can pay them off a commission base. You can either pay them all commission. Yeah, there's two ways you can do the commission. So one, you can pay them X amount per walkthrough. Just say, listen, I'm doing this cleaning business. I got these walkthroughs I need to be done, but I don't know how to do it. You put them through the walkthrough section of the course, show them how to do a walkthrough, show them how to take measurements, all that type of stuff. And then what will happen is you can say, bam, I'm going to pay you, I don't know, $15 every walkthrough you go, $20 for every walkthrough you do for me. And that's it. You can leave it there. But you just paying them specifically to do these walkthroughs. They get dressed up and you give them a dub to go get dressy, ask questions for you and get information, right? Or if you want them run a little more tightened operation, you want to actually be a little bit more professional, you can hire them as a real salesperson. They can go through, but they won't get paid per walkthrough. Instead, they'll get paid if they close the deal. And then you can pay them a commission based off of every appointment that they close. And then if you do it that route, they can also have a base salary, or you can negotiate not having a base salary. It just depends on how you structure it as your company. So that's a few things on how you can do it with a day job. And then the last thought I got on that is the ugly one, but it's something to think about, which is quit that job. Quit that job and get a different job that's more conducive, or quit that job and do some ride sharing that's more flexible. But if you got a job right now that's not flexible enough for you to start this, then maybe consider finding another job that'll help pay your bills while going through it. And it's like, I know that's the scariest one, and I don't always recommend it, because again, when you get out here in this entrepreneur land, this shit is like you in the wild west. It's freedom, but it's also you lose the security. Security and freedom, they kind of opposites of each other. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, hopefully I ain't over talked that too much. I see y'all both said thank you, so I think I did it enough. So thank you on that. All right. Then you said legal assistant medical malpractice. I'm not sure what that is. All right. Legal assistance medical malpractice. I don't know. But anyway, let's see if we got any questions on Instagram. All right. Nothing there. All right. Nothing on Instagram, nothing on YouTube. What else y'all got? Nothing else? I'm trying to think. Let me see if I can think of something that people might want to know too when you first get started. Where do you find employees and contractors? So you will find them anywhere else that you would look for a job. Indeed, Monster, what's the other ones? ZipRecruiter, Craigslist, Facebook. Text everybody in your phone. Keep your business logo shirts and stuff on, and people will ask you if you're hiring a lot of times. I mean, you name it, everywhere. You just put a hiring ad up and then let people know, hey, I'm hiring. Matter of fact, you can make a regular Facebook post about it. Hey, y'all, I got a cleaning company, da-da-da-da-da. We're located, da-da. We're looking for part-time cleaners to clean, da-da-da-da-da. And then that's what you do. Now, if you're dependent, if you're hiring W-2 or whether you're hiring independent contractor, you can disclose that information on a phone interview. So schedule a phone interview with the person. And then when you interview them, before you even interview them, I always had like a bullet point. Like, bam, let me go ahead and get this out the way first. Listen, we pay once a month. It's 1099. It's not W-2. So that means you're going to be, you won't be an employee of us. We'll be partners. You'll be a contract for us, right? So, and then you only pay once a month. No taxes are going to be taken out of your check. What else? But basically, I figured all of this stuff. Oh, depending on what type of, like, because a lot of times I knew which buildings I was hiring for. So I would kind of describe the nature of the work. I would also tell them that they're required to have a working cell phone at all times, or they will be fired. They're also required to have reliable transportation at all times, or they will be fired. And I make sure that they get through that whole first part, and then I ask them would they like to move forward with the interview, and then they say yeah, okay, bam. Now I can ask them questions. But I go ahead and get out all of those things up front out the way, so they ain't got to ask. Another thing, on the job posting, I used to put, the hourly pay is such and such. Let's just say I said $20 an hour, right? But in reality, was I really paying $20 an hour? Not necessarily. What I was doing was I was paying per job, but the per job amount was based off of whatever the hourly rate that I put inside that job post. So, for example, if it's a job that takes 2 hours to clean, and I put up there it pays $20 an hour, I'm really saying that you're gonna get paid $40 per visit, and then $40 per visit times, however many days in a month they're gonna go. That's the amount they're gonna get. So I would explain that over the phone as well before we do the phone interview. I'm like, listen, remember we did say that the pay is $20 an hour, but we actually pay a set amount every month, and it's this amount. And if you divide that by the number of hours you should work in that month, then it actually equates to $20. Now, if you end up finishing the job faster than that, then you will actually make more than $20. If you end up finishing the job slower than that, which you shouldn't, because I always overestimate it over the time, and I will literally say that to them, then that means that either A, we're going to have to work on getting your time better, or B, we might just move you to a different account that you might can clean a little bit faster. That might be a little bit easier for you. But that's pretty much it. Or you're just going to end up making a little less than $20. You might end up making $15 an hour based on the amount of time that it took you to clean. So it just depends. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful as well. I see some new stuff came in. Stephanie Newly Natural Hair says, can you place the lead POC information in the chat? Gotcha. Let me do that. Her name is Belle. She was my ops manager that ran my lead generation service before I shut mine down. And they're pretty decent. I mean, it's up. Some people love it. Some people don't like it. So it'll be up to you to decide. Definitely read the terms of service before you purchase. Ask any questions, reach out to them. Her email address, I don't know if she got another one outside of my company, but she still works part-time for my company. So you can use this one to contact her. It is admin@cleanbiznetwork.com. And her name is Belle. All right. What else we got? And her website, for those who can't see, but you can hear me, is just lsleadgeneration.com. So lsleadgeneration.com. All right. John May says, I say this because I've went on about 6 or 7 walkthroughs on some bigger buildings and I didn't win them. I'm just curious to learn more games so that I can close more deals. That's why I asked. What did you add something before that? That sounded like a follow-up statement to something you might have said before, but I don't see nothing that you said before. Yeah, maybe you meant to say something before that, but I don't see it. But anyway, on that note though, you said you had, excuse me, you went on 6 to 7 walkthroughs. So it can happen, right? It can happen. Sometimes you go on one walkthrough, you close the deal and you get lucky. Other times it take you 10, 12 walkthroughs and you finally close one. But I think that the key to it is just to keep going on them and learning from them. And number one, most important thing, other than keeping them coming, of course, that's number one. Really, number one is keep getting more walkthroughs. But the second most important thing is ask. All right. Make sure that you actually ask, why didn't you win? A lot of people don't go back and ask. So make sure you actually follow up, because a lot of people don't follow up either, right? They submit the proposal and then just sit around and wait for the phone to ring. Don't do that. Follow up. All right. So that's number one, follow up. But then also when you follow up, if they say, oh, we decided to go with another company, or we decided to stay with what we got for now, ask why. Like, do you mind sharing why? Was the price okay? And then they'll tell you either A, oh yeah, the price was fine, but it was just blah, blah, blah. Or they'll say, yeah, the price was a bit more out of our range. And then you can go further and say, okay, well, what was more in your range? Just so I know the next time the opportunity comes around a bit for you guys, I can see if we can, adjust something to make it more within your budget. Which, by the way, when you do your walkthroughs, you should ask the budget then. Do not be afraid to ask for the budget during the walkthrough. A lot of times they'll tell you, sometimes they won't, but at least ask, because that'll give you that much more leverage to stay within their budget. Because guess what? If you just take the square footage, like I teach you how to do inside the program, and you plug that into the bidding calculator, the bid calculator is going to give you the number based off of what you put in there. And so if you put in there that the production rate is whatever is already set at, preset in the calculator, then guess what? You're going to get whatever that number is. But if they tell you, look, we don't want y'all to dust and wipe down everything, the production rate in the calculator is already set for you, assuming that you are going to do that. But if you're not going to do that and all they want you to do is vacuum and dump trash, your production in that building is going to be way faster. So that means you got to change the production rate on the calculator to reflect that. So therefore, your bid can go from $4,000 a month to $2,000 a month. And that's a huge difference, and that can make you win. That'll be the difference in whether you win or lose that bid or not. So make sure you always, one, ask for the budget and be clear about the scope of work during your walkthrough. But also when you follow up about these proposals that you're submitting, make sure you ask, if you lose it, why didn't you get it? All right. What else we got? Because as you do more and more, you'll get better and better, and especially with that new information that you're getting. All right. I see a question on Instagram says, shout out to Purple Label Cleaning says, how do you get people if the accounts are not consistent, referring to the Airbnbs? How do you get people? I think you're saying people that work for you. Easy. So inside the course, you might have saw where I had a section in there that says, what was it called? I saw it in there when I was going over it. It was called Hiring on Autopilot. Inside of the hiring section of the Cleaning Business Starter course is a section called Hiring on Autopilot. Make sure you watch that part. But basically, it's always be hiring is the answer. So always be taking applications, even if you don't got work for them. Never say, oh, no, we ain't got that right now. Somebody asks if you hiring. Say, yes, we're always taking applications. And then you need to have an application set up on your site for them to go to. And if you're in the Cleaning Business Automation program, then you know what I mean? But definitely always just be hiring, and then you'll always have a pool of people that you can pull from for when those jobs actually do come up. All right. What else we got? Do you use a third party for payroll? Absolutely. I use Gusto, and I think I might be an affiliate for that. But let me right. So let me see if I can log in and get that code. I don't know. Let me see. Gusto. All right. So two things. Actually, I just started using Gusto, but I really used my bank for a very long time. Most of the banks got good payroll services, and I was pleasantly surprised at their platforms too. I thought that they was gonna have I thought it was gonna be like dinosaur looking software. You know what I mean? That was old school, but the stuff was real more modern, easy to use, and it was extremely affordable. When I had it through Truist, it was only like $50 a month, up to 99 employees, because a lot of these payroll companies the price will go up as your company grows. And it's like, so for $50 for up to 99 employees, that's just beautiful. And then I'm trying to think who else did I go through with a bank. I can't remember. Banks always try them first. And then also Gusto is the most popular one out for most people these days. I'm logging in now to see if I can provide a code for you. If not, don't worry about it. But you can go to gusto.com and sign up for them there. Let's see. Oh, it's on that. Okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Even if I am unaffiliated, I'm sure they ain't give me that damn much. It ain't gonna make no difference. Keep the live going. All right. What else we got? Stephanie says, in your experience after getting a contract, what is the average start time frame? That's a great question. Again, see, y'all got good questions. So 30 days, usually 30 to 60 days. Every now and then you run into a situation where they want y'all to start within like ASAP, within 7 days. You know what I mean? Or sometimes it could be like, can you start on the 1st? So let's just say today is the 20th, and they might want you to start on the 1st. So you got 10 days to get everything together and get it done. But the overall thing I kind of want to communicate here is you typically get some time to set things up. A lot of times it's going to be a little while because they always, and that's another thing, let me make sure that's clear. Almost all these companies already got cleaning companies already. So stop thinking that you're going to just find somebody who just need a cleaning company and they didn't have one yet. They all going to have cleaning companies. It's your job as a salesperson, as a business owner, to sell them on why they should switch to your company. All right. But since they already got cleaning companies in place, a lot of them got contracts and they got to wait to end. So it's usually about 30 to 90 day cycle, or 30 to 60 day cycle before you even gonna start anyway. All right. John May says, I had a question before this one you've posted. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw that. Yeah, I didn't see it. Hopefully the stuff that I said, though, just in regards to what you just posted just now, in regards to this, hopefully that helped about what I was saying with the walkthrough. But no, I didn't see a comment from you. I'm scrolling all the way up. I don't see it. All right. What else we got? Yari says, Yari and Kimani, rather. Let me give both credit, right? But anyway, they said I started out charging more I started out charging more that my job saved up to 2 months worth of bill money. And after that, once I was making what my job paid, I bounced. Pretty much what I did. I mean, that's what a lot of us do. Now, I will say this, though. I would do that, but do it in a different way. Do that, but when you make what your job make without you having to clean, then quit. If that makes sense. So because I think what you're saying is you got some contracts, you cleaned them, and then when you was making enough outside of your job, you quit. That's what I did too. Don't do that. You can get stuck in the field. It's going to be a hassle. It's going to be a lot. Instead, keep your job, get a building, clean it for a little bit, put somebody in it. Get another building, clean it for a little bit, put somebody in it. Get another bit, and then every time you put somebody in it, the amount that you make from that building, you make a little bit less because you not cleaning it yourself, right? So it's half of the money at a minimum is going to the person that's cleaning. But you're getting passive money from that building because you're not cleaning it, right? So get enough of those contracts that'll pay you passively without you cleaning it, that'll match your job income, then you can quit the job. And now you can go all in. All right. John May says, have you ever used a factoring company? Not for this industry, no. I've done it to see what my company's worth now, but no, I haven't. Oh, no, you mean like for billing and stuff? No, I haven't. I think Miss Whatchamacallit has, though. I think Miss Karen, and she's on here now. I think she might got some experience with that, but I don't have an experience with that. All right, what else we got? I hate. What do you say? I hate is the name, but anyway, it says, how would you go about creating a business with already having clientele? How do I merge existing clients with a new business structure? How do you go about creating a business with already having clientele? Well, it depends on because I don't know if you're saying you already got clientele in a residential cleaning company and you're trying to figure out how can you expand your business into commercial. Like, it depends on what type of business that you got. But I guess the short answer of it, without too much context from the question, you just start marketing it. I mean, when you go on your software for your chart of accounts for your accounting software, this is just another item. So you create a new item, right? Because you got different types of revenue for your company. So for example, like for me, one of my revenue streams is starter kits, right? Cleaning business starter kits. Then we next thing you know, we start selling leads. It's like, all right, bam, this is a new line of revenue because leads is a completely different line of business than starter kits. One is e-commerce, the other one is telemarketing, right? But they're still within the same company. So we just separated on the financial side. Then on the website, you can update the website and list that y'all now offer that service too. You can remarket to your current customers if this is a product or service that can cross collateralize with each other. Then you can also market to them and say, hey, we also offer this service now. Being that you're already a loyal customer, get X amount percentage off of this new product that we offer. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. But if you give me more context on that, I probably can give you something better than that. Shout out to my guy, Marcus Crockett, always checking in. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all subscribe to him, Marcus Crockett on YouTube. All right, CBN legend right there. Who else we got? Jamela Wells says, hi, long lost cousin. Okay, so that is you, right, I think. Right. But you remember my comment from last time, basically. So anyway, if you are a Jam Pro business owner, do you remember passing out your company cards while operating as a Jam Pro provider? By the way, I'm going to join CBN. Good. We need to have you in there. But anyway, yes, I did. So actually, when you listen to the stories that I tell about how we found our first cleaning business customer, I was still with Jam Pro at the time, but we was out there prospecting as Jam Pro owners. Now, what I did have to do though, I had to get the master franchise owner's approval of the marketing material that we use. So I got this flyer that I used to use called the Ask Your Neighbors flyer. And what I would do is I would list all of the companies on that flyer that we cleaned in the area, and then we would walk around and pass that out and just be like, ask your neighbors. Because we had this little, what do you call it? This business complex. I forgot what you call it though, but it's like a little business complex or whatever. And we had like the bulk of all of them over there. It's called Cavalier Industrial Park for those who are familiar with the 757 areas. But we had almost every building over that area. And so we would just list all the buildings over there and walk through all the other ones that we didn't clean for yet in that area and just let them know, like, listen, ask your neighbors about us. We beat, you know what I mean? And so that actually worked. But before I could do that, I had to go to Jam Pro and because I had their logo up there too, because I couldn't put my logo on there. So I had to put their logo. And then there were certain things we had to do. I forgot whose phone number we put in, all that. But either way, yes, you can do it, but you got to run that through them and then look at your FDD, because whoever you sign with now, it could be different than who I was signed with then. And so because the master franchise in every area do have the discretion to change certain things, but most of them don't. They usually just follow what corporate says. Then the other thing too is some of these local regional offices are ran from corporate because they don't have a master franchise. And so that could be another thing going on. So you just got to kind of discuss that with them and let them know that you want to get out here and start finding your own accounts, and you want to know what's acceptable according to your FDD as far as marketing. All right, what else we got? And YouTube channel program. Thank you for your no nonsense advice and content. No problem at all. I appreciate it. All right, it was crazy. I forgot what that was in reference to. It was in reference to charging. Oh, right, cleaning and right, doing all the cleaning yourself. Is that what you're talking about? Exactly. All right, I can't tell you believe in doing business and not business. That's a fact. So I come off like I do business, right? Especially if you catch me on one of my business and brews days. I definitely can come off like that, but I think it's very apparent that when you lift the hood up, no, we're definitely doing business over here. You know what I mean? Like, it's real. But anyway, appreciate that. All right. Yari and Kamani says, I charge double what I pay my employees on my last walkthrough. Perfect. Which was about $6,000 a month. So $3,000 would have went to payroll, and I didn't get it now. I'm thinking I should have charged $5,000. Right. And so here's the thing too. That's the quick way to come up with it. But I think what we do got to make sure that we do is when you do that, all right, let me see. Because every time I ask somebody, right, when I'm trying to help somebody bid on a job, this is pretty much exactly what I do. You figure how much it's going to cost you to pay somebody else to do it, put in all your little, your cost of doing business and all of that, and then you put some profit on top. And that's exactly what you did. So you're on the right track with that. My only thing, though, is that amount that you wanted to pay somebody else to do it, what are you basing that off? Because a lot of times people will say, oh, well, I want to pay my people $25 an hour. And it's like, bro, but the minimum wage in your area is $9.50. How the hell are you going to get away with paying somebody else $25 an hour when that's probably all you can afford to go on this bid in your area to close the contract on the deal? So just make sure, too, that when we, try to figure out how much it's going to cost us to pay somebody else to do it and figure out how much we want to pay, you know what I mean? Like, let's make sure that's good. I see you. But that, I mean, like, let's just make sure that we're basing off of realistic numbers and not off of BS. And I do see down here, you did say you based that off of $18 an hour. So good. And so now what we want to do is, I'm gonna get my calculator out real quick. What we want to do is now you got to ask yourself, okay, what's the your minimum profit margin that you would take on it? So in commercial cleaning, I think standard across the board on average is usually about 30% gross. So let's just say if you went $5,000 on it and we take the 3,000 out, and let's just say 3,000 is including all the expenses overall. Because you got to add a little bit of in for payroll taxes if you're paying them on W-2. If you're not, don't worry about that. You also got to add in the cost of replenishing the chemicals, which is not that much. What else you got? Pretty much it. No, I mean, just add that stuff in. And so let's just say you got $2,000 left. So 5,000 minus $3,000 equals 2,000. So 2,000 divided by 5,000, that means you have 40% profit margin. So it's a little higher. Could you get away with it? Yeah, you can win some contracts with that, but it's a little higher. So really, if you wanted to go, let's just say you go down to 4,500. Subtract 3,000 from that, that'll be 1,500. 1,500 divided by 4,500, you're at 33%. So that's really a better number. Now, I mean, about 4,500 would have been a more sweeter spot number. But again, I've seen plenty of people that win bids that be way higher than me. You know what I mean? And I've seen people who go lower than me. It just depends. You know what I mean? And so you got to figure out, number one is, what is the percentage, your profit margins that you're willing to accept? What can your company afford to pay? All of that type of stuff. But it's mostly internal. But I just try to show you how to think these things through so you can figure that part out. All right. Who else we got on here? Shout out to nephew checking in. Appreciate that, KJ. What's up with you? Hey, who else we got? Got you. Got that one. This one. All right. What certifications do you suggest one have in this business? Clean Biz Network certification is first off, right? But no, other than that, I mean, I'm not the best person to ask that because I've never been big on certifications. I'm just now starting to realize how important that they are. I got to be honest. But early on, it wasn't a big deal to me. I looked at it as they were just marketing employees, which now, but it is also good though. You know, a lot of these programs do teach great information. Like, for example, one I always like to mention is the bloodborne pathogen certification. It's good to know that type of stuff, especially if you're going to be in the medical field and stuff like that, cleaning medical buildings. So, there's certain ones out there. I'm not the best person, like I said, to go to it, but I would say this. If you go to OSHA.gov, they got a lot of certifications on there. They used to have them all for free, but somebody in CBN told me the other day that they charge them for it now. So I'm not sure. That was just somebody I heard say that, but you can still check them out. So OSHA.gov, and they also got a certification, so you can get certified in that. But the main thing I would say is this: if you really want to go out to bigger contracts and government contracts, it look like you're a Black woman, then make sure you go get the minority-owned certification, and make sure you also get the women-owned certification. And if you're military, then I think they got one for that too, veterans. So get all of that type of stuff, so that way you can have preference when you apply for state contracts, local contracts with the local and state governments, and as well as the federal government too. What else? And then a lot of big corporations even take those into account. I was bidding on a bank not too long ago for like 5 different branches, and they asked that we have those certifications. And they make it clear on their websites a lot of times that if they do try to, do what do they call it, DEI, like diversity and equity and inclusion, I think is what it stands for. And so they try to make it clear if they are looking for these people with these designated certifications. So those would be the ones I would look into in particular if you're trying to go with bigger on contracts. All right, what else we got? All right, I think we're good on that. I got you, nephew. Let's see what else we got on Instagram. Berserker Zone says, I'm free after work and on weekends. Business owners are out of the office by 3 p.m. Okay. Not sure if that was a reference. That's probably about when I was talking about how you can do this job, this business while you're working a full-time job. And so, yeah, I went over that already. I'm not about to repeat it. But anyway, so it looked like we ran out of questions. I'm just here to help y'all again. If you want to order a Cleaning Business Starter Kit, make sure you go to www.cleanbiznetwork.app and you can order a starter kit. It comes with all the equipment. We're going to ship it straight to you. It's also going to come with a free year to Clean Biz Network. And if you like, nah, I don't need the whole kit, I'm going to get the stuff myself. I just want to join Clean Biz Network. Then go to cleanbiznetwork.app, click the join button, and you can join there. There's a whole course that will walk you through everything from A to Z. We're going to be able to meet with me in there. A bunch of all them people you see in these interviews that be talking about how great Clean Biz Network is, they all in there. They real people, and they'll help you out. That's what I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you comment, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Share this stuff, y'all. Share this stuff to somebody that this can help. If you know somebody even thinking about starting a business, they ain't even got to be a cleaning business. They thinking about starting a business. Send them this because they might realize, damn, you know what? Let's do this one. And this is the guy that I want to do it with because he keep it real. So that's what I came here for. Appreciate y'all for joining. I will talk to y'all tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. We're going to talk about how to automate those cleaning companies. All right. Me and my guy, Andrew Lewis, will be on. So make sure y'all catch us 2 p.m. Eastern time. Talk to you.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.